Look at what she did. Look at what this demon spawn in the form of a cat has done. You see what she does? She waits for me to go to sleep so that she can eat my plants. Now, why she didn't do this when this plant was in Judah's room, I don't know. But now I've had to commission Judah to build me a freaking 3x1 plant stand. We did the measurements earlier. Well, I did that measurements. 3 feet high, so it's which was actually like really high. It was higher than I thought it was. 3 feet high so that she can't stand on her hind legs and bite it, and 1 foot away from the wall. So that's the perfect measurement. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You'd think it was just the teenagers that wanted to put me through it. No. It's the cat. Yeah, you. It's the cat and the turtle. I told her she's no longer welcome in my room. We've been beefing all morning. I picked her up and I said, no, Isis, don't do that. She was just like, ow. I was like, you don't do that. You don't do that, Isis. Picked her ass right up. Ooh. Where is she? What's she? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why? What is that? I'm not love. This is where she hides. And I won't even know she's in here. She's so quiet. She likes to be down here near these crystals. Yeah. I need to get a camera. I can't think I'm playing with her. There's consequences for your actions, just like her siblings. Like, no. She all chilling under my bed like nothing has changed. I'm finna start squirting her with the water bottle. She think I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'm gonna do just what I did with my tomato plants when them squirrels used to hang upside down and take bites out of them. You take hot pepper and water, and you make you a paste, and I will put it on my tomato plants. And for leaves that can stand it, put it on your house plant. But I would research whether or not that particular plant will be able to handle that. My tomato plants were very durable. They were fine. As soon as they leaned over and tried to take a bite, pow! Like, before they even take a bite, that shit get all up in their nose and their face and they gone. The only downside to you doing that on outside plants is every time it rains, you have to do it over again. This plant isn't, this cat is a nightmare. I'm allergic to her. She's eating my plant. She just don't want to move when I'm trying to walk. She just lay right in front of me. It's just jumping on shit and knocking over shit. Just being generally annoying and clingy. Like, good Lord. She need to grow up. I forget she a teenager too. The hell?
No, she is not. She is
Hell
grown.
not. She's 3.
Isis is grown. Spinner was a
She
teenager.
is not grown.
You a
she
teenager at 2.
I don't know. You dragging it. I don't know. She's at least 20-something years old. Like, she's still a teenager. She's childish.
She's a woman. She's grown.
She is not no grown woman, because if she was, she'd be a lot more reserved and not be doing this dumb shit. She does dumb shit. Like, eat plastic. No. Animals are intelligent. She does childish shit. Like, chew on plastic bags. Chew up notes. Spinner didn't even chew. Why do you keep making excuses for this bad behavior from this Finno?
Because she sits around here with these boys and stuff. What you think she ain't finna turn?
Now we gonna blame the fact that she has a bunch of brothers. This is giving very much your story. Are these the excuses you give yourself?
I don't act like that.
Yeah, you don't eat glue. She has them. She just ain't with them, and those are her brothers.
Well, she has one brother.
Oh, so now Raja and Judah are her brothers?
Yeah, they her brothers. I'm just saying her real blood brother.
I wonder if she thinks about him at all, or he thinks about her. I think all they think about is food. I ain't gonna hold you, because that's basically all y'all think about. They damn sure ain't cleaning y'all room.
Bridge from here, it's beautiful.
How do you feel?
Good.
At the end of the day.
It's good. It's pretty late right now.
I love watching people that live in other countries so I can get a better perspective on, like, life. And so I can stop being so scary about traveling. It is way past time for us to start traveling. I have to stop letting fears that I have affect the rest of my family. Because my teens are really young. So they want to travel and do all these adventurous things. And instead of me, like, stopping them from going after their goals because I'm worried about this or that, or maybe it's something that I am afraid to do or afraid for them because they might this or that. I'm just gonna let them inspire me to broaden my horizons, as they say, and stop making decisions out of fear because that prevents us from taking full advantage of amazing opportunities because we're afraid. And I don't want to live my life like that. I'm almost 50. That's half a century. And I spent all that time being scary and doubtful. So I am dismissing that version of myself. And this is a new era of complete fearlessness. That's why I don't know why everybody. Well, I don't think everybody. That's why I really liked that movie with Will Smith, where what is the name? I don't know. He had his son in it, and they were like space cadets or whatever, but they were they were masters at doing this thing called ghosting, which was being able to control their nervous system and not release hormones so where animals could smell fear or entities could smell their fear, and they had the ability to control that within themselves. And when I saw that, I thought that was so interesting, and ever since I saw that, that was the standard of fearlessness that I had for myself. I was like, that is something that would really take me to the top, is to be able to completely control my bodily functions basically, and not, have that heart skip and that chemical reaction when you are anxious. It's all fear. So just the idea of being able to control that was introduced to me through that movie. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but there's a lot of messages in movies. A lot of messages in movies. I'm on the second day of my red moon, and that's like the heavier day, so I haven't really eaten food. I had 2 hot chocolates yesterday, and today I've got my first peanut butter hot chocolate. Peanut butter, agave. I have this antioxidant cocoa powder that's on my Amazon store that I use. I use 2 different brands. It's so good. And plant milk. Yum, yum, yum. When you're on your cycle, it's a great time to just go ahead and fast. You really don't want to have too much in your system when you have to go to the bathroom, so it's just a really good time to detox your system since it's already naturally detoxing.
I lost so much arm. It is all strong though. Like my arm is strong.
Yes, it is. Your arms are shaped like mine. Since your body's already going through a natural detox. Anyway, it's just a good time. So that's what I'm doing. I like to do fruits. Like I had to cut a pineapple for the kids just now, so I had like the smallest piece of that. And I'm just gonna sip on this chocolate all day, because if I had my druthers, that's what I used to do, just eat chocolate, non-dairy chocolate, the whole time I was on my cycle. But now I switched to this antioxidant cocoa powder with the peanut butter. Oof, it's so good. Oh yeah, I had cashews and nuts yesterday. No, wait, what did I have? I had peanuts and a couple dates. So I had 2 hot chocolates, a pack of peanuts, and a handful of dates. I just got out the shower, and look who it is. Hello, Mr. Birdie. How you doing? How your eye doing?
Wish me good face, Mr. Dinosaur.
When he poops in his pool and then dives in it, he gives himself an eye infection. And then I have to give him eye drops, and then it clears up. He does this often. It's like, use the sense God gave you, son. Birdie's eyes looking really bad, so I'm about to go on Amazon and get him some antibiotic, because what I give him are eye drops. It's an eye rinse. It's not an antibiotic. So I'm just going to go on Amazon and get that for him, because I ain't about to play with my throat. Magenta. Missing and hydroxyl propyl methyl cellulose. I don't know what this stuff is. I'm gonna go look it up. So propyl methyl cellulose. Using eye drops and controlled. It's a delivery. Okay, so this is the delivery component. So that's not what actually cures him. So that must be the gentamicin. Let's see what that is. That's on Chewy for $5.99, and that's also not in the eye drops that I have for him right now. They're just vitamin A drops, and I need to see what's in his rinse because I might have what he needs already. Gentamicin. Yep, that's the antibiotic. Alright, so now I'm back on Amazon. Let me see. It's $5.99 on Chewy, but they'll charge me for shipping. And since I'm an Amazon Prime customer or whatever, my deliveries are free. 2-day shipping. So, gentamicin drops. Pet eye drops. It says for cats. Oh, gentle. It could say for all animals. Eye wash. That's a cream with prescription required, which is lame. It is $5.99 on the other joint, but I guess I'll just get this $10 one. I don't care. I'm just gonna pay for the shipping and get it off Chewy. This is actually what I need, and the other people were playing with me. I'm not playing with my animal. Alright, babe. This is the antibiotic. I'm gonna get it. So they're making me put in like vet information. I'm gonna give them the vet that we use for ISIS. I don't know if they're gonna let me buy this. Yep, they're not letting me order it because they want me to go to a vet and spend an exorbitant amount of money to buy a $5.99 medication for my turtle, which is crazy. So I call a vet and they're gonna tell me I have to find a doctor that treats exotic pets, be seen by a doctor and written a prescription. I have to what? Risk catching a charge, ordering this shit from the UK without a script? Because there's that option too. What the fuck? Are you for real right now? You know who might have it? I bet you there's this place out here that farmers go. Something in Tractor Supply Company. I bet you they have that because this girl I used to know told me that they had all types of inoculations and shit. She said she never took her animals to the vet. She grew up on a farm and they would like give their horses and chickens and stuff all types of meds, and they would do it themselves, and they didn't get a script. They went to Tractor Supply. Because that's crazy. There's no way you about to manipulate me into going. I don't even take my own self to the doctor to get a script. You must be crazy. You know what? My doctor gave me medicated eye drops for my eye infection. I'm about to just give him my eye drops because you got me f***ed up if you think I'm about to let my turtle suffer. I don't appreciate that. Like, his eye is bleeding. Like, that's crazy to me. That really disturbs my soul. Actually, these aren't antibiotic drops. They said if these don't work, call back and get antibiotic drops. These are antihistamine drops, and that's probably why my eye's still red. So now I got to make an eye appointment. Not me making an appointment. First of all, I didn't even do that for myself, but I'm about to call and make a doctor's appointment with my doctor so that I can get eye drops to get my turtle when I have a whole ass eye infection myself. Girl. Make it make sense. I did forget that she said if my eye was still red that I needed a different type of eye drop. I need to pay attention because I thought I had it. I have an antihistamine eye drop. Good to know. So now I'll go get a medicated one and share it with my turtle. Well, I'm not going to share it. You can't share it. I'm going to use it first and then give him the rest of it. Whatever. Goddess knows what she's doing because I needed to go to this doctor's appointment. I've canceled it so many times. And I just made another one. So, that's just... Y'all should not be putting antibiotics behind paywalls, y'all. Not for people, not for animals. Give the people the medicine, man. If that wouldn't have worked out, I was gonna find a solution. I'm telling you, I'll be in here making an antibiotic. My animal's not about to suffer. That's crazy to me. Let me go harass my kids. So this is the water that's filtered that I use for my plants and for my turtle pool. I just bleached out his pool. I do this every day and rinse it real good. See, he just ate. That's where he eats. And then he's waiting for me to fill up his pool. Normally I would let this water warm up by sitting out, but it's really hot. And he's cold-blooded, so his internal temperature is going to be whatever the external temperature is. So this will cool him down. He's been sitting in his pool for hours. I think the longest I've ever seen him sit in his pool is like 12 hours. That's some new stuff now. He didn't do that last year. So now he's going to go in there. He's going to drink his water. And then he'll go to the bathroom. But I got to keep an eye on him because what he likes to do when he sits in there for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, he'll drink first. Then he'll get in the pool. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He'll drink first, then he'll sit in the pool, then he'll poop. And then he'll put his head back in the water because turtles are nasty. I ain't gonna hold you. They real nasty. You're supposed to wash your hands every time you touch them. And then you're gonna wanna, like, they could live in toxic environments and still survive. They real nasty. It's not your fault, Birdie. That's my man's dog. So yeah, he'll poop in there and like pee in there. And then stick his head back in the water. Well, okay, well don't do it if you don't want me to tell folk. So I gotta keep an eye on him. Last time he did it, I just took him out and then cleaned it and then put it back in there. But he's got an eye infection. See how his eyes red? I've been giving him eye drops. No, poor baby. We're gonna get you all fixed up, okay? I'm having to pray over my turtle. We pray for your swift health. Bye. I love him so much. That's my dinosaur. I'm amazed by animals, even cows. You can tell I come from the city. When I came out here to the mountains, I still to this day freak out over cows. I'm like, oh my God, look at the cows. I love him so much. And I'm so honored that he shared his space with me. I miss my dog. People think they tame animals. You may train them, but tame them, they always wild animals. Because I know if I was captured, I don't care how much I get manipulated by food or being hit, I'm still a wild animal. And the first chance I get to that's what I'm finna do. Even if I play the long game for years and years. Oh, I'm your pet. I ain't your pet. I'm finna take your head off as soon as you turn your back on me. A wild animal, always gonna be wild. I feel so honored to have animals, and because it's like, especially with my dog, I'll look at him and I'll be like, he is so powerful. He really could like rip my throat out at any moment if he wanted to. That was my wolf. Like, I had so much respect for him. His name was Spinner, aka Anubis. He was the greatest man I've ever known. Like, I loved that dog. Like, even call him a dog, I'd be like, don't call him no dog. That is my man's. Okay. I love him so much. Rest in peace to him. We talk about him every single day. He influenced me so much. He inspired me. What you looking for? You want some lettuce, don't you? I'm gonna give him some lettuce. Well, I'm in here having to inspire myself. Because sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, you suck. Your music sucks. Your paintings suck. And nobody watches your videos. And I'll be like, damn, self, why you being so harsh? That's not even true. So I'm in here like mentally battling with myself. Just because growing is challenging, especially when you're in the beginning stages of getting something off of the ground, because I put so much of myself into things. But it matters because that's why it's good that I'm also doing these videos and stuff for me, because that means it's always fulfilling. Whether one person or 100 people watch it, it matters to me because this is my actual life and this is something that I've accomplished. Every day that I get up and do anything is such an accomplishment. When I look around, every single item, from the printed papers on the wall, the ink that is printed with, and the printer that it came out of, and the stand that the printer is on, all came from me. I did this. I did this. And almighty, but I did this. I had nothing but my tail. And I managed to get us here. So it's right now, it's all mental games that I'm playing with myself. Become very mentally tough, fortified in my mind, because there is no bigger bully than me. to myself. Like, nobody can make me feel less than more than me. So I always feel like I could be doing more. I always feel like I could do better. Which is challenging because I only really listen to myself. I listen to my kids, though, because it's very obvious that God speaks through them. Like, obviously. Like, Spirit can speak through anything or anyone at any time, express itself to you in myriad ways. But through them kids, when kids speak, I listen, especially mine. They tell me some very hard truths, and I listen to them. And when they tell me I'm messing up, I ruminate over that until I come up with a way to fix it. I can't just sit in, you do this wrong, and I'm just like, no, I don't, and just leave it at that. Nah, yo, I want the respect and the trust of my tribe. So if they telling me that I'm not handling business, I'm going to figure out a way to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? My love language is action, okay? I don't need to tell you I love you a million times a day. You want to know that I love you. There will never be a moment of your life where you don't feel that I love you because of how I treat you, how I care for you. And it's a 24-hour-a-day thing. That's how I translate love. So it's like when people be like, I love you, I look at them like, what? Like, that don't even make sense to me. Telling people how you just show me. Don't tell me nothing. But that's just me. So many things we say to each other. So many things we say to start trouble. Jealous feelings turn to rage and then we rumble. Rain on a sunny day, here comes the thunder. Your words can be hard to take, so I numb my brain till all the pain goes away. I love you so much that I hate you. Boy, I adore you. Walk through the door and I'll be forced to show you how crazy love can be. You bring out the best of me. That is not how I originally wrote that. I wrote it, you bring out the worst of me. Because my ex Ghost had hurt my feelings really, really bad. But see, that's the control stuff. He was my boss, and I was on his label, Ghost Tracks Productions, and he had me change the lyric, and I changed it. Why? I don't know. I just used to just obey him, which is weird. And I'm free now. I have my own voice. And nobody's gonna ever again tell me to change my lyrics. I'm not going to change my lyrics. Zeta's still hanging in there, y'all. Her lips falling off a little bit. Kids keep playing with it. That's okay. We really shooting for that teddy bear, but it's a lot harder to sew a teddy bear from clothing straps than you think. Yeah, it's exercise time. I'm doing my squats and my stretches. Do this for about 20 minutes while I watch Sweet Life of Queen. Adding everything is a red flag. Now I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna make my little lemon drop and boil some mashed potatoes. And then I'm gonna dice up mushrooms and mix them with the mash. It's gonna be really good. Simple, filling, delicious. My favorite type of dish. And vegan. I'm not sticking my fingers in this water anymore because it's messing up my nails. And I'm not. I've been doing my nails like every day because it makes my nail bed. You know how it's supposed to be firm? Well, it makes my nails super soft and it makes them like break off in different places because the chemicals from the dish detergent, the stuff that's in the water, because there's no filter on here, and the bleach stuff are in my dishwater. So they're not gonna keep messing up my cuticles. So I'm about to over salt my water, cut up some yellow potatoes with some garlic, boil them for 10-15 minutes, wash off my mushrooms, dice them up. Oh yeah, cut up some parsley and be Gucci, baby. Okay, so I bought myself yellow potatoes and I bought them russets, but they used mine, so now I'm stuck with russets and one yellow potato. It's like, if I buy your stuff for you, why do you have to eat my stuff and your stuff? A little bit of consideration goes a long way. These are my bamboo cutting boards, and it looks like there's some mold at the end of here, so I'm going to get this really, really dry, and then I'm going to take my sander, and I'm going to sand that mold off of there. I keep telling them kids not to put those cutting boards in the water. You cannot immerse those in water. When you use it, wash it off and put it back. That's my thing. Order. Order, order, order. Put things back. When everything is not in order, I feel like everything is chaotic. And it affects my mental health. Like, it disturbs my spirit. As soon as they clean the kitchen, I know it's not going to be up to my standards. So I come right behind them and just pick up whatever they haven't cleaned. Because there's no point in continuing. They have helped me realize that they just can't. The average person is not going to meet my standards for cleaning, which is fine. I don't feel like it's that hard to clean up your mess when you're done and to, like, actually clean properly. I don't see that it should be that hard, but whatever. Everybody is different. That's fine. That's part of acceptance, and that's part of me dealing with my stress, is just accepting things or preventing things from being stressful. Even though when I was in college, the last time I studied, I don't remember what class it was for, but we were learning about stress and the different types of stress, and how there's something called eustress, which is the effect of good stress on your body, because there is such a thing. Even happiness causes stress on the body. Any extreme emotion causes stress on the body. It could be good stress, it could be bad stress. I did not know that. See, that's why I went to college, was just to learn things. It wasn't, I would never do that now, because I've really underestimated, like, how much debt I would be in from going to school. But I was one of those people that signed up for the debt relief program. So when it got overturned, they just ended up coming up with another program, at least in my state. It's called the SAVE program, where you basically pay back $0 every year for 30 years. And then, yeah. And they took it off my credit report. So, that's cool. It's way too many potatoes. Let me go get the garlic. Drip, 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 drip. Dio, if you're watching this, I have been praying for you like you asked. I think about you a lot. And I think about you too, Kateri. Drip, 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 ice cream. And Van Life, you were the first person to ever order anything on my Amazon store. Thank you. That was really nice of you. So I don't need to do these too fine, because, again, I'm just going to mash all this stuff. So just put that in there. I'm on with my potato. Yeah. Perfect time, and the water's boiling. Over salt my water so that by the time my potatoes are done, I don't have to add salt to them. I just add my little personal pre-salted mix called Fury Seasoning, and my parsley and my mushrooms. I was so happy when Judah bought a bunch of these from Amazon. I used to save them back when we used to order food. This is empty, and he needs to get over it. And I did not know that you could buy these for personal use. So I was very excited to see that. What am I in here for? Oh, the mushrooms. We got pineapple. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm not ordering groceries until we run out of groceries, I'm telling you. These kids gonna be eating 3 or 4 apples a day, knowing there's 3 of them. Like, come on now. Like, when they see that we have more food, they eat more. So I like to stick stuff where they don't see it, because you have a habit of overusing when you think you have a surplus of something. But they need to get used to having self-control, because next year I'm going to start buying everything in super bulk, like 6 months worth of toilet paper at a time and stuff like that, because I don't want to keep having to rebuy the same stuff over and over again. 2, 4, so 6 mushrooms should be enough. It's just me. This will be my only meal for the day. I may eat a mandarin later or like a pack of peanuts. Because I've been eating cashews for 3 months straight. I'm over it. I've switched to peanuts for right now. And dates. That's one of my favorite snacks. Dates and nuts. Or dates and peanuts. If you dip that in chocolate, it tastes just like Snickers. When it cools down, I want to show you guys some really cool stuff. I have a very particular way of eating. Like, I know exactly how I want things to taste. I like creaminess, salt and sweet, and like I make very simple dishes that have a lot of good texture and interesting flavor. Oh yeah, those big cucumbers got recalled on the East Coast to the DMV area, so I had to throw away all of my cucumbers. So from here on out, I'm just gonna buy the English cucumbers, which are the ones that I prefer. But Fire didn't like them, so I stopped buying them. And at this point, they'll eat what I eat. So all that, I don't like that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because then when I buy it for myself, now everybody wants it. So I'm not listening to that bull stuff anymore. If I eat it, they're going to eat it too. No matter how obscure it is. You know I love you, even when you do me wrong. So mushrooms are my meat substitute. And I don't like to cook my mushrooms, only when I'm making like fake cheesesteak. But if they're so easily influenced, I'll say that. Like, when my mashed potatoes are done, the mashed potatoes will be super hot. So I'll take these little chunks of mushrooms and I'll stick them in the mashed potatoes, and within 10 minutes, they're like cooked. So you don't have to cook them, and they'll retain their nutrients. You're not cooking it out of them. So they'll be softer and more tender, and it's just like the perfect texture. So you don't have to like put flame to them. I like their natural state. I really, really like simple things. I like bringing out the beauty in simple things, which is basically just salt. Okie dokie, that's that. And then I'm gonna wash my parsley that I thought was cilantro when I bought it. Just rip pieces off and then wash it and cut it up. This is a lot. I don't need all that. Slowly roll, cupcake. I can say that this is one thing that doesn't go bad. The herbs have not been going bad. Because I've noticed that the fruits, the onions, and the potatoes are going bad so much faster than they used to. That's on purpose, clearly. So yeah, shopping once a week is good for us. And I usually use Instacart delivery, but to save money, Raja and his friends have been picking it up. So that's cool. Gives the kids more responsibility. Gives me a reason to get out of the house. I went with them last time, but the time before that, they just went by themselves. They did a good job. They did a good job. So now, I love food prep because I like to make things easy. Especially since we use this kitchen for so much. Someone could come along and need to use this space. So I want to already be prepared. And then clean up my mess real good. So I'm done with immersing my hands in water. Like I said, because I'm tired of my cuticles being messed up. Should not have to do a manicure every single day. Once a week should be enough. I should not have to be pushing my daggone cuticles back and trimming my cuticles every freaking day. And then Fire can do the silverware. Alright. What else? Put this stuff back in the fridge. My little container of stuff. Ooh, I can't wait to start making soups again. I love soups. I love wooden spoons. This is for their hair. I make them use filter water for everything. I need to get a filter on my sink in the kitchen. My kids were pissing me off the other day because they were acting like this stuff that is provided for them comes freely, like electricity. They need to understand the value of locking doors and just valuing what we have and being accountable for how we utilize our resources. Maybe I'm making this look too easy because they don't think at all that we be struggling. My daughter thinks we are middle class. And I'm never going to say that I'm POOR, ever. But I'll be looking at her like, girl, because they think it's easy, but of course I'm gonna cushion them from whatever is going on. They don't need to be worried about anything. But now we have reality check meetings like, look, this is what it is. These are our finances. These are our goals. This is what we need to do. And this is where we at. And everybody respects it. I don't hide stuff from them. Yes, I do. Cut off notices. They don't need to see that. But other than that, they always know that we're always good and I always got them. But they also are at the age where they need to understand the part that they play and things that go on. And sometimes it's not about making money. It's about managing the money you already have. You know what I'm saying? Live below your means and learn what that truly means and embody it before our wealth comes so that we don't squander our wealth like so many people before us. Get some more cinnamon. He had the nerve to tell me he wanted to get a different spice rack. Sir, do you see all the things that come with my spice rack? And they gave us these little hooks. Like, you bugging. So this is what I'm about to put in there. Oh, I should do some dill as well. Even though I'm not really in the mood for dill. Like, girl, you're not in the mood for dill. But I'm not in the mood for dill today. And then we're going to get some coconut oil. I use that as butter. Look. My thighs are a little bit green from eating too much starch. Which is exactly what I'm eating right now. Or should I say not eating enough grains? I don't know. I'm going to the doctor next week because of my eye. Actually, it's really because of my turtle has an eye infection out. And so do I, and I'm going to give him my eye drops. But I'm going to use the eye drops first. And see, it's like, I do have eye drops for my eye, and I've been using it. And she said if it's still red, you may have an infection and need an antibiotic eye drop. But it gets red. You can't see it right now, but it's like always red. It's been red for months. My allergies have gotten really, really bad. But, we're managing. It's like, we're managing. It ain't that big a deal. It is that big a deal. I'm just not making that big of a deal out of it. There's a difference. What are you doing? What you doing, Isis? She's so disrespectful. Let me go turn Judah's fan off. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, why are you not here but your fan is on? That is not free. Dusty behind his fan. I do that every single day, sometimes twice a day. Every time my cat goes to the bathroom, I clean her litter box. And then I always sweep up the extra litter that she knocks all over the floor. And then mop the hallway. So now I'm about to make my cleaning detergent, which I made the mistake of putting in the bleach first because I use bleach, Dawn, and water. And I was wondering why after a month or two down here will start leaking. Well, duh. You're using corrosive chemicals. How about you put the water in there first? I lost 2 of my bottles before I figured that out. Bleach goes a long way. Especially concentrated bleach. And I only use Clorox now because when I was using the cheaper bleachers, it's a whole thing. It wasn't antibacterial. And they were adding fragrances that were like harmful. And the whole reason I use bleach is to kill the germs. It's not killing germs. It's just making your house smell nice. What are you really doing? Other than not actually cleaning your house. So now I keep this. This one stays in the shower because when I get in the shower, I spray everything down and wipe it down. Because there's usually somebody's hair or something in there. I just like my stuff clean. My stuff got to be clean. So there's a bottle of this in all the common areas so we can keep stuff clean all the time. Just ran and cleaned the bathroom real quick. Sprayed the mirror. Wiped off the toilet. I've already done the floor. Shower gets done every time I go in there. Did the inside of the toilet, outside of the toilet, handles, basins. I do the walls every other day. This is why I like this type of mop because I can take it off and clean it. Yep, this is my peppermint spray for bugs and to uplift the mood. Because when we moved here, we had roaches. And like, I still see roaches every now and then in the middle of the night. I thought they were gone. I saw one the other day. And then the guy that comes and sprays every 2 weeks told me that my neighbor's apartment was dirty. So, that made me want to move. First he said it was one apartment. Then he said it was all the apartments. So I'm like, bro, you got to be lying. So it's like, I have all the, I'm neurotic about, that's gross. I was like, I don't deserve roaches. Of all the people, I don't deserve roaches. There's rarely a time where I'm not cleaning. So why are they coming up here? Just to make sure it still ain't nothing for them to eat. It's all good though. Alright, so that's rinsed out now. And then when I go and I wash my laundry once a month, I make sure to wash those mop heads and the bath mats. Deep clean. Mushrooms? No, not the mushrooms. The potatoes are done. I don't know why these boys are so heavy-handed, always stomping and slamming shit. Like, what are you slamming stuff for? Just because you can? Sit your big ass down somewhere. You want to be Thor so daggone bad. I already oversalted the water, like I said. So I'm just going to add I already mashed it a little bit. Add my little Fury seasoning. Mash it a little more. And I retained some of the boiling water in here so that it would not be dry. Should have retained a little more because it's looking a little dry. Put this in here. Come on, guy. Put a little bit more coconut oil in there. I was so busy yelling at Raja about freaking slamming the door. Because I just said, can you stop slamming the fridge? And he turns right back around and slams it again. He's like, I didn't slam it. Okay. Yes, you did. Boom. Easy peasy. Yum, yum, yum. That's it. And these will cook down. The mushrooms. So good. I love it. And I'm just gonna sit this, let all them flavors settle. I'm gonna go get in the shower. I'm hot. I gotta remember to grab some lemon balm tea next month. Oh, I gotta get a trash bag. Because Raja sent me a post about different teas that can keep you cool. And then, of course, I start seeing all types of stuff on my feed about what you can eat to make yourself stay cool. So, every little bit helps. That was a nice shower. I love to take a nice shower after I done cooked and cleaned. Get in the shower. What else? My belly button was burning. I don't know why that randomly happens like once a year. So I put some castor oil in there. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, stock down 20%. Okay. Ain't my problem. That was my day. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. I'm not really hungry right now. I want to make my little lemon drop with my lemon and agave and mint and water, but it's too hot for that. So I'm going to wait for it to cool down. I'll drink that this evening. Because I'm done with the hot chocolate for the day. I have a little bit left. But I'm going to spend the rest of my day chilling. I should knock this book out tonight. It's very interesting. I just didn't want to read it too late at night because I done learned my lesson about reading about dark things in the evening or watching dark things in the evening. I learned my lesson with that. But I'm just going to have a chill day because this is a heavy flow red moon day. And my feet are trying to act like they swollen even though they not. You know how you just get a little achy or whatever? That's why I moved my chair and I'm standing up. I've been stretching all day. It's like I'll be in a constant state of prayer and a constant state of movement because if not, I get caught up, baby. I love you. Thank you for spending time with me today in Fury World. If you want to check out my music, my artist name is The Fury of Abyss, and my music is available on every music streaming service worldwide. Bye. That's everything. Everything else about me is in the community tab, girl. It's too hot. I love you. I'll see y'all tomorrow.